With the recent hype around Aerodrome and all the new users that they have onboarded, specifically through their token purchases because they are listed on Coinbase, lots of people are coming from areas of crypto that aren't familiar with DeFi at all and don't know the intricacies of what makes a Dex, the different types of Dexes, and what's going on in that space. And when they purchase an asset and see it go down, they really don't know what are the drivers because they really don't know what's behind this asset, right? So this video will serve as an educational preface to all of this. I spoke about the price analysis of a V33 token, specifically Aeros, on this channel. You can check out the video. But today I'm gonna talk about the mechanics of a V33 DEX, even though most people know them, but the people who are buying the token through an exchange, they wouldn't know perhaps what's going on the exchange level, right? So here is the quick rundown of the flywheel, so to speak, of Aerodrome, Velodrome, and all these similar V33 exchanges. Sorry to interrupt you there, folks. I just want to quickly chime in and mention that we are currently working on a project called Numerical. It's DeFi as a service, meaning you'll get exposed to real DeFi protocols that generate real revenue, aka real yield, and you're gonna get a cut of this without doing the setup yourself. All you have to do is enter, claim, or withdraw. Very simple. So your capital is available at all times to take, and you can choose the option where to invest. More details in the description and in our community chat. So first things first, you have users who, of course, are trading actively on this DEX, all right? So they are trading pairs, people are coming in, leveraging those pairs, switching, swapping, etc. And the cool thing here is that those pairs that exist on these V33 DEXs, sometimes they have their LPs solely on them. So basically, if you want to trade specific tokens, you won't find them on Uniswap because there won't be liquidity. You'll have to find them here where they are traded, where they are given rewards if you provide liquidity yourself, and bribe money. So users either trade or deposit LP. Now, if you deposit LP, you earn an APR, and that APR basically gives you their native asset as a reward, right? So it's either Velo, Aero, or whatever. Now, what would you do with that Aero, for example, is up to you. You can either sell it, so take that money, cash out, or you can vest it and get a receipt token called V-Aero in this case, and that would basically give you other earnings opportunity because when trading is happening, fees are being generated, right? So real money, real revenue is happening in the background. So couple this with the bribe money coming in from projects that want to list their token on Aerodrome, and by doing that, you are essentially allowing others to stake in that LP and earn that APR, whatever that is, based on the bribe that is coming in from that specific project. So bribe money plus fees are all pair specific, right? So if you look at the LP pair, you'll see that that's how much money is given for that specific LP in terms of fees plus bribes. And eventually there is an APR that is annualized based on how much money and the amount of voters that are voting for that pool to get a portion of that money. So basically every one receipt token, so V, Aero for example, is counted as one vote, all right? So you take that receipt token, you basically vote for the pool you want to vote in, and you earn a portion of those bribes and fees as a return. So that is the other revenue source versus selling the token on the open market. Now, of course, it all depends on where the token is at. If you feel that the token is overpriced, if the price is shooting up, maybe selling it today is better. So when the price comes down, you can buy at a cheaper price and then you can invest them and then you can do this again, all right? That's one way to go about it. Or if you are in it for the long term, you believe in the project, perhaps you're more into staking those tokens in order to get a portion of those fees, because potentially and maybe you will earn more if you keep doing that epoch after epoch versus just selling those tokens as soon as you have them available. Now, here's the thing. Projects are overall incentivized to do so because eventually those projects that have launched, and I'm talking about the Genesis project that came, for example, with Velodrome or Aerodrome, they have received lots of these receipt tokens. So when they bribe, they're technically getting lots of it back through their own votes. So there's kind of a capital recycling going on here. Now, one thing to understand is that on the supply side, there's no total supply. So these tokens will still be issued on a weekly basis, on an epoch after epoch basis, meaning there will be more tokens hitting the supply. But as long as there is value capture with this receipt token, then the price should be stabilizing at a certain level. Aero, for example, rose a lot. It will find price discovery, the new price discovery basically, which isn't currently in the books, but we're gonna see. So this is basically how the flywheel around all of this works, all right? And to put things into perspective, if you go right now and check the total value locked of Aerodrome, it has increased a lot following the rise of its token, because the higher the price, the more that APR tends to increase, meaning the more people will come in and put their assets, more LP, more TVL, and the cycle continues. So the price of the asset is usually determined of the TVL itself, you know? These two are highly correlated and usually go up together. Aerodrome constitutes around 45% of base's total value locked overall, and that's quite insane, whereas Velodrome barely constitutes around 11 to 12% of Optimism's TVL. So currently, Aero had its fair share of hype with its token growth, and it's still doing quite well. It's at 50 cents right now. However, Velodrome could be the next one in line. Optimism's total value locked is growing. Now that's USD, of course, because ETH has rose in value. However, the Velo token is nowhere on not any SEX right now, so there is potential there. The Optimism stack is a very decent L2 overall. They do have lots of quality projects there, and the Velodrome team is professional. Aerodrome, Velodrome, they are sisters, they go hand in hand. I think they are the same team actually, I'm not entirely sure. Either that or they are really close, but the potential is huge with a potential Velo listing, so just keep that in mind. But at the end of the day, the point of this video is just for you to understand that those dexes have a specific flywheel, and as long as this works, I won't say everyone wins, but the majority wins. And potentially everyone, because you're not losing your LP, and most likely you're making some money out of this. As long as you don't buy the token at an overpriced price and then you complain about it. Before you do so, understand what you're getting into and how this token will be acting in regards to the underlying exchange. All right, so hopefully this video helped. Hopefully this brought some clarity. I hope it did. We do have a Telegram room, very interesting people, like-minded individuals, very mature in regards to crypto and DeFi talks. You won't regret it if you join us. Link will be below. With that, see you on the next one. Have a good one.